The public has spoken through city surveys. We know what type of person you want to be Grand Rapids' next police chief. 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey spoke with the man who has to make the final decision, City Manager Greg Sundstrom. Joe's live at police headquarters.
Yeah, Rick, City Manager Greg Sundstrom gave us a look at what the survey suggests and what's next as the city searches for a new police chief. What kind of person do you want to see leading the Grand Rapids Police Department? Well, about 400 of you answered the question online and on paper.
What I was pleasantly surprised to see was how thoughtful the citizens were.
Close to 400 more showed up at public forums to add their 2 cents.
There was a great deal of consistency of thought of what we need in a police chief.
In just a few days, Sundstrom will put out a job posting that will eventually get Grand Rapids a new top cop, one of the most high-profile jobs in the city.
It's also probably the #1 thing I have to do that would cause a city manager to get fired. So I want to do it with great care.
And that's where the surveys come in. Sundstrom reached out to the community to get their thoughts on what a police chief should be. Their answers, they want someone with integrity, someone who's accessible and approachable, and someone who will support diversity.
Does that translate into you need a minority police chief?
No, I don't think it means that at all. In fact, I had a couple of meetings that were almost exclusively attended by people of color, and they never suggested that. Diversity came up in several ways. One, someone who understood diversity, someone who would work harder to make Grand Rapids have a diverse department.
There was also a lot of support for someone who can grow the GRPD's community policing efforts.
I knew it would be strong, but I didn't think it would be nearly universal.
The suggestions will be part of the job description Sundstrom will post next week. Applications are due at the end of April. Sundstrom hopes to choose 3 to 6 finalists in June. Then there'll be more meetings, more chances for the public to decide just how close those final candidates come from the profiles they wrote before a final decision is made.
We're going to look all over this country, and we're going to find the people that best match this candidate profile.
Sundstrom hopes to have a new chief hired by sometime in July. Live in Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.